Welcome, everyone. Welcome to my Facebook chat. It is Sunday, November 9th, and we've got this beautiful fall day. Um, the leaves are falling, and it's cool and crisp, and the sun is shining for the moment. So I'm very grateful. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Ann Metcalf, and I just love to talk about conscious eating, conscious living. And this piece today came across, it was a um, email, and it came from Jonathan Otto, who is an Australian researcher and health advocate. And the title of today is The Price of Good, Waking Up to Corporate Contamination and Conscious Healing. And FYI, this was fairly recent. Did you know that Campbell's soup, the same brand known as or Good, violated the Clean Water Act 5,421 times over 6.5 years? That's nearly 3 times a day, dumping toxins like ammonia, E. coli, chlorine, and oil into the Maumee River, which flows straight into Lake Erie, the drinking water source for 11 million people, not to mention the living beings living in the water. So it's not an accident. This is what happens when profit takes priority over people and planet. When corporations forget the water is sacred, not expendable. The bigger picture, Campbell's finally admitted guilt in federal court after citizen activists, not regulators, sued them. The violations only stopped because two environmental groups, Environment America and Lake Erie Waterkeeper, sued them in March 2024. And they're not alone. Here's just a glimpse of who's been caught polluting or violating Clean Water Act, which would be in the United States, protections in recent years. Tyson Foods discharged animal waste into Missouri waterways, Nestle excessive water extraction and plastic pollution, PepsiCo plastic waste violations and factory runoff, JBS USA slaughterhouse discharges harming river ecosystems, ConAgra brands repeated hazardous waste handling violations, Kraft Heinz spills and stormwater permit violations, General Mills wastewater and cereal plant discharges, Cargill river contamination linked to processing facilities, Danone Evian groundwater over extraction issues, Mondelez International packaging waste and palm oil deforestation ties. Each of these brands sits quietly on our grocery shelves, wrapped in slogans of goodness and family comfort. But beneath the marketing lies a system leaking toxins into our rivers, our soil, and ultimately our bodies. And consumer power, what can we do? We don't need to wait for corporations to develop a conscience. I wish that could be true, and in the future it will be. We can choose consciously. Boycott where possible. Skip the soup cans, boxed snacks, or factory meals from polluting conglomerates. Buy from local growers and transparent companies that value soil health and water protection. Make your own. And if you can, grow your own. Even if it's just herbs, greens, or tomatoes in a pot. Every homegrown leaf is a declaration of independence from corporate toxins. And you empowering yourself. Self healing and detox remedies, well, it's not just about the planet, it's about our bodies too. When rivers carry ammonia and heavy metals, those toxins cycle back into our food and water. So healing the earth begins with cleansing ourselves gently and daily. Support your body's natural detox pathways. Warm lemon water with fresh mint or cilantro each morning. Anthony William recommends just squeeze of lemon with water every morning, and that helps the liver remove toxins it's cleaned out during the nighttime. Add cruciferous vegetables, broccoli, kale, cabbage to boost liver detox enzymes. Include gentle turmeric and parsley for microbial and heavy metal support. And Anthony William has a beautiful um, recipe is detox smoothie. And if you just check medical medium and look under recipes for heavy metal detox, you'll find it there. And it's actually pretty tasty. Um, Stay hydrated with pure water, real water, not sugary beverages. Swap packaged snacks for whole food, nuts, seeds, fruits, and vegetables in their natural form. Inspired by voices like Anthony William, we remember food can either burden the body or bless it. And so every conscious bite is an act of repair for ourselves and for the soil. We are of this authentic, sacred design. And so is the food. The food is there in its natural form for all the different millions of processes that our body goes through, for our gut bodies, for our brain, for all the organs that we have. Now, question for reflection and engagement. What brands have you trusted that might deserve a second look? How can we use our dollars to send a message that clean water matters? What one detox habit for body or planet could you start this week? It shouldn't fall on ordinary citizens to police corporations or chase down toxic discharge reports. When rivers are treated as waste channels, something far deeper has gone wrong, not just in policy, but in consciousness. True environmental protection begins when we see water as sacred and refuse to trade integrity for convenience. And sometimes I know that's hard for some of us. I'm blessed um, with the finances to choose the more expensive options. Organic is often more expensive. But look at the packaging. Check the company of the source that you're buying it from. Do they follow these essential practices that are harmless to the earth in the production of what they're making? Every seed we plant, every local purchase, every truth we share is part of Earth's quiet revolution. Remembering the healing starts in our home, our hands, and our hearts. A closing challenge this week? Why not take one conscious stand? Buy local, make one more meal from scratch to replace a processed product. Because when we remember the Earth's rivers are the bloodstream of life, we can no longer turn away. Conscious living begins with one choice at a time, yours, mine, and ours. A couple of quotes to send you on your way today. David Suzuki, who's been a tireless environmentalist on the West Coast from Vancouver, British Columbia, for I'm sure 50 years. We're in a giant car heading toward a brick wall, and everyone's arguing over where they're going to sit. Vandana Shiva from India. The violence of pollution and poisoning of the earth and her beings is not progress. It is the collapse of civilization disguised as success. And from Chief Seattle, an indigenous First Nations, man did not weave the web of life. He is merely a strand in it. Whatever he does to the web, he does to himself. So, words of wisdom, and I invite you to look at your cupboards today. What are you willing to toss, even if you've paid for it? And where are you going to start over? How are you going to renew your commitment to loving yourself, your family, and looking after the earth? That's one of our responsibilities. And if any questions, comments, put them on YouTube or the Facebook page where this would be going next. And I invite you to come to my app, Authentic Sacred Design. I post a lot of these articles and videos on my app. There's a Friday food jam where it's not always, but often vegetarian based, Ayurvedic, proper food combining, different recipes that I collect and I get from other sites. So every Friday And at the moment, it's all free. And there's laughter yoga, there's ageless grace exercises, and just different articles that you might enjoy to help self feel better. Your body, your mind, your spirit, and the earth. We are that authentic sacred design. So thank you for sharing your time today with me, and I look forward to um, more. And would love your input. Thank you. And share what you have found in how the substitutions, the alternates that you use. I'd love to know about it. Thank you. Toodaloo for now.